Hello there. This is Cindy at cindybdesigns.com. Thank you for joining me today. This is the card that we'll be making. There is a close-up. We will be using Waterfront and Well Said. This is one of the new colors of Seaside Spray. On the left is another new in color of Terracotta Tile, and on the right is Petal Pink. There is our stamp set of Waterfront, and we're getting the sentiment of you from Well Said and the love from the Well Written die cuts that coordinates with that. That's currently in a bundle until I think today. That is So Saffron, Seaside Spray, and Soft Suede. We're not going to be using Memento. I decided to use Early Espresso. So I'm pulling in the image panel of Whisper White, and all the measurements and everything will be down below and over at the blog. That is Seaside Spray. I have not used this color yet, so that was the first time. Stamped off to kind of see what it looked like, because I did have my sample cards to work off of a little bit and knew what I was going after. And this is so simple to make. I'm just laying down the color and I'm stamping everything off. I didn't use full color on this once. I did, I think, on the sample cards, but on this one I'm not. So I'm just laying it out, trying to get my background seen. I think that the top would have been really cool if I had used maybe the soft seafoam color, but there's a bazillion cards that you can make from this and a ton of different things to do. And we have a good 4 to 5 seascape and landscape backup stamp sets that coordinate beautifully with each other. And this is a photopolymer, and it's distinctive, and you can do anything with it. And that gives it a nice watercolor look when it's really not. It's a great faux look. So I use a large image and then the 2-line image, and you'll see that again that I just used when I put down the soft suede, because I need to break that up a little bit. And that's my, faux land, so to speak. So I'm just moving it over. I put it down full strength and then moved it over a little bit, stamped off the trees. No, I didn't do either one of those full strength. Okay. And then there's that gap over there to the left, so I just added some more in. And the way that the stamp set is designed for layering, and you just add everything in. So I stamped off So Saffron 3 times because I wanted that really, really light sun look. I've brought in the Big Shot, and I have a piece of Early Espresso cardstock, and there is adhesive on the back of that from an adhesive sheet, and I'm die cutting out the love. I'm going to die cut it out 2 more times and grab the liquid glue and eventually stack them up. So in the meantime, I am bringing in the Stamparatus because I need to get that U down first, and I'm doing that in Early Espresso, putting down just that very first die cut so I know where to position the stamp. Move everything out of the way. Check it, the usual, pull up the door, make sure everything is cool. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the E down. But in the meantime, like I said, the Well Written, that is in the spring catalog. And you have until June 3rd for that. So if you want to get that 10% off bundle, now's the time to do it. So I've brought in that die cut again, and I'm going to start stacking. And that tan mat, that's a silicone craft sheet, which anytime I'm working with glue, I use it. Nothing sticks to each other. I'm not this time because when I put that color of cardstock on top of the mat, you can't see it. So I'm stacking one, going to get it all together, and then I will stack the other one off screen because you've seen me do this before. And now it's time. We're just going to go ahead and get all of our cardstock adhered. You can use dimensionals on this if you want to, just to give it a little bit of pop. I didn't this time. I did on, I think, the terracotta tile sample that you'll see at the end. But this time I just went ahead and made it flat. And this is also a great masculine card too. So I'll have a lot more coming up. My samples are coming up. My prize and winner is going to be coming up, but the winner is going to be on the blog because I'm doing the voiceover early this time. So thank you for joining me. I'm sorry I'm scattered. It's storming. Please hit like and subscribe. And I appreciate all your support. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will see you next week.